What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Triple Take Podcast. My name is Oscar, and I'm joined by our beautiful co-hosts.
I'm Drew, aka D-Bands, aka Young Drew.
And I'm Ryan, and if y'all know me closely, it's RC.
Hope you guys are doing well. I just had a great Thanksgiving. What about you guys?
It was good.
Drew, how was your
good.
Thanksgiving? Yeah.
It was good. I liked it. Got a good dinner. The steak, I actually was talking to you guys before. Steak was steak was buns. Steak was mad buns.
Oh.
Ouch.
So it's like I got
what was
the
it,
steak.
too like overcooked or something?
Bro, honestly, like I didn't really realize how like people go out for Thanksgiving. Like I didn't really know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's facts.
Like it was packed in there. It was packed. It was crazy. It was packed. But it was
What was the restaurant called?
Smith and Walensky. It's downtown Chicago. It was nice. It was nice.
That sounds nice.
Like just going in there and it's like a little vibe, and then you get in there and the food is just butt. You're like, all right, cool. I like that. Yeah.
Damn, son. I had so my family was strategic with it this year. We did Thanksgiving the Saturday before to avoid that Thanksgiving traffic, right? So we did all the meal and shit, all that stuff. And then on the day of, we went to a teppanyaki restaurant, like the Benihana type, with my grandparents. And it was empty as fuck in there, but the food was bust. And the chef squirted me with some of that water gun. He fucked with me, and I had to show him what's up in the alley afterwards. I'm just kidding.
What'd you get? Like what was your little meat combination for little hibachi?
My order. I did a filet mignon with scallops and shrimp. I had to go like surf and turf-esque.
Bro,
like,
I'm putting y'all on right now. This is not for me. This is for my mom. I love her so much. I'm letting the podcast know I love my mom. I love my mom, man. But anytime we would go to like the Benihana type places, she would get shrimp, one side egg, and one side garlic. And that is so good. If you can get it at the next time you go to like a Benihana hibachi style type place, go get that.
Yeah.
Go get that. It's fine.
Noted. I'm looking back at the tape before I go. Bet. But that's cool. Oscar, what did you do? Was it like like a more traditional Thanksgiving? What'd you do?
Yeah, I went back to Seattle. Had a great meal, great day with my family and my friends. And it was amazing. And I jumped in the lake. I don't know if
I wanted to
ask
ask you about that. How did that go? Like how? Because I could tell your whole family was filming you doing, or like was there watching you do it. Like how did that process go?
Yeah, so so my sister is the one who filmed it. She's great at photography and video.
Yeah.
So nice. I knew it had to be her. My sister's boyfriend was there as well. And my dad was just there, and he heard that I was jumping in the lake, and he was like, "Oh, let me come." So we were all there, and it was a funny time. Yeah, you can actually hear him in the video, like right as I jump in. He's like,
"Oh, I heard that."
Yeah,
I heard him go, "Oh, like he goes, he actually did it." Yeah.
But yeah, then I'm just getting over that illness. Like I got fucking sick after that because it was.
Oh, dead! It looked
like
cold as fuck.
It was 34 degrees or something.
That's lower than a fridge temp, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
But yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving. I always love Thanksgiving time. Not exactly what it stands for, but it's always good to go see all my friends in
colonialism.
Seattle.
You don't like colonialism? No?
Well, I mean, we can discuss that on a different episode. Okay. But for now, I wanted to bring in a more pressing topic than colonialism.
Please.
It's fall. It's a beautiful time. And fall means...
Isn't it winter? Sorry.
It's low-key... Ooh.
People are talking about their winter arc now, so I was like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, is it winter?
As y'all know, guys,
Winter
RC
arc.
is now in his winter arc. He's in his winter warrior arc. Okay, just letting y'all know. Sorry,
I've been out there. I've been in there.
Grinding.
Sorry, go ahead.
But come fall/winter,
yep.
Comes Spotify Wrapped. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. And
Spotify.
I love Spotify Wrapped. I love seeing it every damn year in my little Spotify app. But I'm always like kind of disappointed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna pass it to Drew. Like, I want to
Yeah.
know what your fucking Apple Replay, Spotify Music, whatever the fuck it is.
It's I have Apple Music, which don't hate on Apple Music. Like I have Apple Music and Spotify, which is I hate, but they need to be separate. They need to be separate. So mine was kind of on par with what it was supposed to be. It's on target. My top artist was Rob Banks. I feel like I talk about him so much. Like anyone I talk to, like I just love Rob.
That makes sense.
And
That makes sense.
I just love Rob.
Yeah.
He does. My top song was from Rob Banks. My top album was from Rob Banks.
There it is.
So I think I had
Beautiful.
32,000 minutes listened. He takes up 2,153 of those minutes. So
Damn,
Nice.
that's like a 16th of that, bitch.
it's amazing. But besides,
Do you have a top
16.
5?
Yeah. My top 5, which also makes sense. My number 1 is Rob Banks. My number 2 is Tony Snow. They have a collab tape together that came out like a year and a half ago. I've been on Tony before that, but Tony's just like an ATL legend. I feel like coming up amazing. My 3rd was Maroon 5. Coming in at
Oh my God.
819
That sounds like classic Drew.
minutes. You know, my number 4 was Jamiroquai, the alternative funk band from like the 90s. So don't
You love them. I forgot.
don't hate on me because my 2 top are rappers. I expand my selection to my number 5 was Tizo Touchdown. Dude, Tizo had
Oh, I love
Okay.
Tizo.
an
Love Tizo.
insane year. Tizo had an insane year.
He had a great year.
Damn,
Great year.
He had a
Bro.
great feature year. He was on everything.
Bro,
Yeah.
please let's talk about that right now. Screw my list. Let's talk about Tizo Touchdown. Like let's talk about that, please. What's your favorite?
My favorite. I like my favorite song. I like Impossible
Okay.
on his album. It's like cool little happy joint.
Have
Calm
you?
Do you know that,
joint.
Drew?
I do. That is not one of my favorites, but I do understand that selection. I'm gonna ask, has anyone listened to his feature on Chromacopia?
Yes, and Darling I,
Yes.
bro, that's one of my favorite songs on that album. That like his feature specifically is very good. I'd say one like to more encapsulate the year was probably I listened to Modern Jam a lot, which he was on with
Okay.
Travis,
Yeah.
and so that's probably the feature that I was most like aware of. But yeah, Darling I was a sleeper hit at the end of the year, which
Bro.
I liked a lot.
Crazy. Yeah. Tizo is like, I can't say enough about Tizo Touchdown.
Butterflies.
6 is Kendrick Lamar. That I feel like Kendrick Lamar is gonna be in your top list if you listen to rap music this year, because he just had a knockout hit, like just absolutely took the roof off. 7 is
sir.
Mac Miller. He's gonna be in my top 10 every year. He's never gonna come out of my top 10.
You
Number
really?
8 is Dominic Fike. This is his first year in, and it's not gonna change. He's gonna stay in here until he stops making music. Number 9 is Layla. She is like, I talk about her a lot. Like I talk about her because she released her debut this year, and I'm just raving about her because she's amazing. But she is like 19 years old. Some notable things.
Wow.
She is the daughter of, oh my gosh, I can't think of his name, and I'm not gonna say the wrong name, so I'm not gonna mention that. I don't want to do that. But
Like a musician or
yeah, like a famous rapper,
Okay.
like Talib or one of those guys. But grew up in New York, signed with like SoundCloud under like a Def Jam partnership or something crazy, and self-produced. It's just like a really good R&B album. Like it's like new generation R&B, and it's just amazing. I'm in love with that. Skywater coming in at 10. Their album is amazing. That just came out this past year. I think really bridging the gap between like dance and like hip hop, which
Yeah.
I think is interesting to see. We'll see, because I think both of those like genres are like they have so much crossover that I'd love to see. You know that 11 Ian, which
How many do you have? How many do
Holy
you have,
shit.
bro?
Dude,
we have
dude.
5.
I
How
know.
many do
I'm
you have?
sorry.
I
I'm
literally
sorry.
have
All
5.
right. That's enough. Ian.
Loki,
Ian
shut the
coming in
fuck
11.
up! Like, god damn it. I'm just kidding.
Ian though.
Yeah,
Ian's
Ian.
cool.
Like
No,
Ian
Ian,
at
because
11.
Ian was at Palooza. I know you were hyped about
Shout
that.
out Ian. Next one. Shout out Ian. I could talk about that all day. Shout out Ian. Ian Finn.
Wait, like
Ian
where does
Finn.
it end for
Yeah.
real? Because I want to hear it.
I
all
have
just,
I have
like,
no
saying,
idea.
you
I
know?
literally have no idea. I think it goes to 15. It
Holy
goes
shit.
It goes to
let's talk-
15
let's-
and yeah.
What's 12 to 15? Just real quick.
12 is Action Bronson,
Boom, boom,
13
boom, boom.
Trevor Spitta, 14 Jay Huss, 15 Tommy Richmond.
Oh, Tommy
Okay.
Richmond coming in. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, nice.
Action Bronson.
You're putting me on to Layla. I'm gonna go
That's
listen
a
to her shit
fire
after
pull.
after this.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
a
Action
that's
Bronson.
a pull.
What a fire pull. Go ahead,
I
RC,
feel like
please.
Action Bronson's like overhated. You know what I mean?
No, he's well loved. Well loved.
Okay, good to know because I like Action Bronson too. All right, I'm gonna say this year, bro, my Spotify rap was so unexpected. Like when I look at it, I'm like, okay, this makes sense, but it's not what I wanted or like expected at all from this year. You know what I mean? Like I would like to see like a January through June and then a July through December because I feel like those would be way different. But coming into my
That's
top
fair.
artist is Kanye West. That makes sense a lot because I listen to a lot of his old like late registration, and
Graduation.
oh my god, what's his first album?
Homecoming.
Yes, thank you.
Late registration.
I have a fucking
Graduation.
poster of it right here. Y'all can't see it, but anyways, yeah, number 1's Kanye West. Number 2 is Drake, which I was like,
Ooh,
what?
Ooh,
Yes.
Scary list. Scary list.
Three was Metro Boomin.
Scary list.
4 was Kendrick Lamar.
Shut the
And
hell
then
up, Drew.
5 was Travis Scott, with a total of 55,568 minutes listened.
Right.
And I'll tell you, I know
55?
exactly
Oh.
why my list looks like this. It's because I started going to the gym this year, and like that, these are basically the artists I have in my rotation when I go. And I listen to songs every day. So like I can see why it bled into this list. But I know it should not look like, because like once I'm like outside in the world,
Look at this man trying to make
right?
excuses.
Like I know I am making excuses.
I listen to the
I'm sorry.
Marias
Whatever.
while I do
Excuses.
while I do my deadlifts. I'm listening to
The
the Marias.
Marias.
I'm listening to
The
Elton John
Marias.
while I'm on that bench. Come on now. Come on now.
I listen to TV Girl. Like, anyways, yeah. And then so my top songs, number 1 was Burn from Vultures 1. And then number 2 was
Oh.
Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Number 3 was Love Galore by SZA and Travis. 4 was Too Many Nights on Metro's album Hero and Villains. And then 5 was Come As You Are by Nirvana.
Yeah.
Little grunge
Wow.
rock.
I love
Yeah.
that little slot in at the end. I love that. It's beautiful.
Like, see, it is more. It gets more diverse. But I was like, what the fuck? These are my top 5.
There's
These are all
something
great
to
artists.
you. There's something to you,
These are-
RC. You know.
I'm not so basic.
You're such
I'm-
a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you're
that's my
rude.
top 5. I stand by it though, and yeah, it's a good reflection of my year. So that's me.
Well done. Valid list. I like
Thank
it.
you. Let's see.
Dude,
Let's
you're gonna
finish.
hate-
with-
You're gonna hate my damn list.
I'm gonna hate
dude.
it. I'm gonna hate it.
Okay.
Who's it? I'm excited.
I'm gonna start off 5 to 2. Actually, no. I'll go 2 to 5. Number 2,
Oh, that's a
Drizzy
good game.
Drake.
Drizzy Drake. Yeah. Same.
I
spot.
grouped these 4 together because it's. I'll just read it out. Drake, Future, Gunna, Young Thug. I'm gonna just. I know how it sounds. I laughed out loud reading that because it just like. I was also surprised, but. You know what? Those have been my favorite artists for the past 5 years, so it makes sense. So I listen to all of my music. Just I hit shuffle on that shit. So, number 1 though, Party Next Door. Stand by it. Love Party.
Ooh.
I love him.
Little PND.
I liked his new album, especially
Crazy
the. I didn't listen to it for the album cover, but you know what album cover I'm talking about. I feel like.
I do. Oh, I do.
But I loved number 1. My number 1 listened song, "Resentment." That is just the best song ever.
By who?
Followed by 2,
By
"No
who?
Chill." Party Next Door
Sorry.
on that album.
Okay,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Resentment. Best song ever. 2, "No Chill" on that album. 3, "Family" also on that album. I just hit shuffle on that album
You just boom.
all summer. Yeah. 4, this was a weird pull. "Praise Jaw in the Moonlight." That was such a
Yeah.
good reggae song.
Oh,
Yeah, that was-
by
yeah,
That had a moment.
by YG
And that was-
Marley.
Yeah, that was such a popular song as
It
well.
was.
Actually, Tequila put me on. Tequila was
Shout
the
out to
song.
Kayla
I liked it.
Hawkins.
Shout out to Kayla.
Yeah.
Number 5, "Icy," Young Thug. Also a top 10 song for
Yeah.
me of all time.
Sick. I have a question for both of
And
y'all
that's
because now This
Yeah.
wait. First, I want to hear how many minutes did you listen?
Oh, it was low actually, at 19,000.
Okay, got you. Okay, so I think I listened the most this year, and then Drew, then Oz.
Mhm.
But I heard a little bit about like how y'all listen, like Oscar push shuffle and whatnot. Like, what is your listening
Yeah.
habit like? Do you guys have hella playlists? Do you just like go like what's new that came out? Like what's your style? Because like my shit, I'll make playlists for every possible mood I have. That's like driving at night. That's like being a sunken garden. That's cooking. Like I go by vibe. So a lot of my
Yeah.
shit will be like not new stuff, but it'll be just, you know, artists that I like and songs I know and love. Like, what is it like for y'all?
That's a good question, because I think my list, especially with Drake, Future, Gunna, and Young Thug, I probably have the most songs. I have a bunch of playlists, but I have one large one, which is like every song that I've ever liked.
Yeah.
And they probably have the most, and I always just hit shuffle on that. It has like every song, but like they come up the most, and I feel like that's what Spotify tracks. It's like that I actually listen to it for like 5 seconds or something like that. I don't know. But that's like normally what my top 5 is like, even though it doesn't feel like I listen to fucking Drake.
Right.
Except I love Drake. I could go on and on about just Drake.
However,
So can you, right, Drew? Right, Drew?
I can attest that it is pretty interesting hearing that top 5 from you, because you are not. That's not indicative of who you are as a consumer of music.
Right? But I'm not making excuses. That was my top 5.
Yeah.
And I like those artists. But like, I'm like, well, where's all the others? You know what I mean? But,
I won't lie. If I saw Oscar and I didn't know him, I'd be like, he looks like he listens to Jack Johnson. He looks like a Jack Johnson guy.
Jack Johnson.
yeah, but also I could also look like I listen to fucking Drake, Future.
Yeah,
Gunna,
you do.
Young Thug
Yeah,
at the same time,
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So-
I think
I'll stand by it.
my habits stem. Well, I'll say last year they stem from like I probably was making a lot of new experiences. Let's say. So like I like wanted to like listen to my favorite songs at the time in those experiences. So I think like that's where you just have like I'm just like listening to like the same album. Like I like, you know, like that. The Rob Banks album, I played the album, I think it said like 18 times, like fully through or something like that in like this 1 year. Or like the top song just being like 300, I think it said I had 400 plays on the top Rob Banks song, which is like,
Damn.
I can put you in a moment, I can put myself in a moment where I'm driving down Manchester, like windows down, and I'm just listening to that song, you know what I mean? So like,
Yep.
I feel like I just was making a lot of experiences, and like my favorite songs came along for the journey. And then as the years like kind of progressed, I then kind of saw progression within myself. Like that's where you see like Maroon 5. Like I had a huge Maroon 5 phase in like July or something. And like Jamiroquai, I had a big Jamiroquai phase in February. You know, so like as kind of the year progresses, you see more and more different stuff. You know,
That's fact. I make playlists for every month there is. So I got like, I started in like May. So I have songs that like I found deeply affect me in that month.
Mhm.
Even if it's old or new, I put it and then I listen back. I'm like, oh, I remember why I was listening to that song so much.
yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. Music is experience, man. Like it's really cool. But that's dope. Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my playlist, you say you make one every month, but I just add, like I said, a bunch of songs. Or every
Like just
song
like
that I
your like songs thing.
Okay, but it's not my like songs. It's like,
Okay.
instead of liking it, I put it into a playlist. That just happened like in like 2016 or whenever I first
Yeah.
had Spotify.
No, that's organized. That's good.
I guess. It's also very not organized. It's one playlist.
However you play it,
But
baby.
yeah, true.
Whatever you play.
I try to make playlists. I have like 10 playlists with like 4 songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh yeah.
I like start it.
Yeah, I got you.
I
the
start
art,
it, and
the
then
art,
it's
like
falls
the
apart.
conceptual part of making a playlist is so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is,
but then
bro.
sometimes it doesn't go anywhere.
It
so.
doesn't.
I don't know if this is for you, Drew, because you have Apple Music. But like Oscar, do you know like the AI DJ and like AI rapped shit that like Spotify has been putting out more recently?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them. I was
Yeah.
actually just listening to like AI DJ with Sam, my roommate, in the car, and it was pretty good because it's like it kind of talks you through it.
What's up, Oscar? It's DJ X.
What up, Oscar?
It's your DJ X here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's cool.
It's weird. I listened to it once before, and like, I don't know. Maybe wasn't in the mood, but just like played some ass, and I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, because with rap, Spotify made like a 5-minute AI podcast like talking about your whole year. I don't know if you listened to that. It's like it sounds like it's NPR, but it's people that'll like go into your thing and be like, "Oh, Ryan, you were really inflecting, weren't you?"
Oh,
I was like,
I've seen that.
Ew.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
Bro, I listened to that and it just threw me off. I'm like, who the fuck are you people? But it was interesting. I don't know if I like that, but
someone I know told Apple Music like their like wrapped thing, and it sent them back like the type of person that they thought they were from that.
Yo, that's
and it was
weird,
like
bro.
It was like kind of crazy how like that happened. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. Like like it was detailing the type of person they thought it was. It's like those are crazy. Those are crazy.
Yeah.
You don't know me, but yeah, it's weird.
But
they kind of did.
They did. They totally do. But honestly, I think I like. What do y'all think about AI album covers? Y'all think like that's gonna be a thing? I think it's gonna be a thing.
It is a thing, and I used it on one of my playlists. Yeah.
For real? On Spotify?
I'll put a title, right? And it's like I need songs in the morning, so I put morning boost, and then the cover was like what looked like a sun, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I used it, but like it did that, and I think it's cool because like I like to aestheticize whatever in my playlist covers.
Yeah.
And it does that now. I don't know when that came about, but I did it like last month.
That's already ingrained in Spotify, or you have to go like a third party place.
No. If you make a new playlist and you edit the cover, it's like you want to use AI cover art, and I'm like, sure, and then it does all that
crazy.
shit.
That's crazy.
It is, and you can change it up.
Spotify's doing hella.
I know. My brain's doing less and less. My brain's like in a lazy boy in my head right now. I'm much on my own.
Spotify for the Terminator, honestly. All right, but I had Spotify Terminator. That'd be crazy. Everyone has a top rap, and it's the worst things that they hate about life. What?
Oh gosh.
Anyways,
we know you.
I don't like that. Anyways, I have some album covers here that I want you MFs to rate, to judge, to love, to look at. I'm gonna do that.
Say that, Drew.
I'm gonna do that right now.
I want to see him.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Wait. We rating it what, like 1 through 10? What are we doing?
All right. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna give you the name of the artist and the name of the album. From that, you guys kind of give me a synopsis of what's going through your head, analyzing and consuming the album cover. All right.
Okay. And then you'll rate it after us?
I'm not doing the rating. I want you guys to give a rating. I want to be impartial to this. I'm out of this.
I like it.
I'm out of this, right?
I like it.
Let's do it.
He's outside of the matrix.
Let's do it. All right. Y'all can see my screen.
Ooh.
Can you guys see?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. When you have something, I can give you 10 seconds. We can do a little 10-second. I could talk about it. This is Skywater. This is hashtag GG by Skywater. British dance / hip hop producer. Yeah. What y'all thinking? What y'all rocking with?
I like the colors.
Yeah.
It's just like off the bat, so like normally when I see album covers, they're like very small. Like either like next to the song, say on Spotify or Apple Music.
Yeah.
And I like when it has like bright colors like this, to like kind of catch your attention.
Yeah.
And that's like a cool composition. It's like crayon or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
It's that Crayola pack.
Yeah, but it's cool. I don't even know. I'll give it like off the top, like a 7.5.
Okay.
That's dope.
It does what I need to. It does what it needs.
Now let me insert this. I'm pretty sure it was created by Slon. He is a British art designer who is involved with like a lot of like UK rap, like Dave, Central C. I'm pretty sure it's created by him.
I like it. I didn't know it was a British artist because I saw the stars and the red and blue. I thought it was American. Like, it gives off American flag.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy on the left has like angel wings, it looks like, and a blindfold. It's like, I feel like the album has a deep message in its songs. Like, he's very deep. I feel it's not like some pop album, right? Immediately I could tell. Yeah. It looks like it should be in an art gallery somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you bring up that an artist.
I do
Yeah,
want to find out the artist is that.
There it is. That's cool.
All right.
That's sick.
That's Skywater GG.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Next one.
Yo.
This is Ka, the thief next to Jesus. Ka, actually, this is his final album. I do want to give context to this because I think this context does matter, but this is his final album. He did pass away this year in 2024. He is a Brooklyn, I believe, based rapper, and it just was an unexpected death. And but not to make it too dark, because this looks really cool and the album's really good. But I do think that's important to discuss when we are talking about like this album cover and this album specifically. Is that he did pass away.
Okay, cool.
Rest in peace. My condolences.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Damn. I see all the nails and the reference to Jesus on the cross being crucified. It's really cool. It reminds me of like a Radiohead album cover. I forgot the name, but it's like a moon-shaped pool kind of. This one is dope. And then the thief next to Jesus, the title. I like this.
Yeah, that is dope.
I'd say I'd give it a 8.5.
Okay.
It's simple, but like so complex at the same time. Like it does catch your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I feel like for album covers, there's a lot to go into, but if it's so quick like this, just it's got to catch your eye, and it definitely did when I first saw it. Because I'm brain rot and like.
Where's the like the Subway Surfers next to it? I need to see Subway Surfers.
I know, like I'm a bit bored if there's
while I'm listening. Crazy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, that shit is dope, man.
Let's go on to the next one. My next one is
wait, Oscar, what was your number for it?
Yes.
I'm gonna give it like a. What'd you say? 8.5?
I said 8.5. Yeah, last one was 8.
I like the other one better, so I'm gonna give it a 7. But okay. I do love it.
Okay.
Let's do the number at the end after we give a whole description. Yeah.
Okay,
numbers at the end.
Next one, I have Father John Misty. I did try to look this up, how to say the name of this album before, but I do not know. Mahash
Mashana.
There it is. Mahash Mashana. I heard that he learned of this name of something. I can't recall what it is. But it's tied to some form of religion, and it's about true expression or freedom, I believe it was. So just a crazy name, and overall, pretty crazy album cover.
Yeah, this one's evoking emotions for real. I don't know much about. I mean, I know a little bit about different religions, but I will say when I saw this, it looked immediately like Egyptian hieroglyphs, like the bottom specifically.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing that thing on the top. It looks like immediately like what the biblical portrayal of what an angel is. You know how they're like terrifying to look at. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I saw that. I was like, that looks like a biblical angel. And all the eyes. And then the eyes too. Is dope. It looks like he drew this in his journal. And it's like, I need to put this as my album cover. In a respectful way.
Someone was off something crazy doing this, huh?
Well,
yeah. Low key. This is off that
I love
perk.
Father John Misty's fire.
It's crazy.
But this one, like...
Never heard.
Like, whatever it stands for, I'm not bashing what it stands for, but, like... Is this not ass? Like, this is ass. This is like a 2. This is a 2, like, whatever.
Okay. But
like,
why? But like,
yeah, maybe I'm getting too deep. No, but...
Why?
Because it's, like, just a white sheet and it's, like, off-center. Like, I get there's deeper meanings and stuff. I mean, I don't really get what the deeper meanings are, just off looking at it. but there's no color. I mean, the last one didn't have color, but it was just a better composition. Like, I'm not gonna try to go too far into it. This is a 2.
Do you think? One more question before we move on. Do you think your lack of knowledge surrounding the lore, let's say, of the album cover, gives it this 2? And how much is it? And is that a fair number then?
Well, I don't think it's a fair number, but since I've seen this for about 50 seconds in my life, then it's fair enough.
You got to think, this person's putting their music out into the public world. Like, a majority of people are not going to know who this is and maybe the context behind it. So there is no fair. You know what I mean? I think giving it understanding more of him and like maybe the religion and whatever, you could get more of the picture. But you can't be afforded that by everybody. So I'd say I'd give it like a 4. I think it looks cool. I think it looks cooler than maybe Oscar thinks it does. Okay. But it is, like I said, it's like a scribble type. 2. But it is cool. I couldn't scribble something like this in my shit. All right. So I think I give it a 4.
That is Father John and Misty Mahashmanansa, ladies and gentlemen. Next we have Kali Uchis. Kali Uchis.
Ooh,
love Kali.
This is cool.
I picked this one because in my curation process of this, like, I did want to go with certain album covers. I was like, all right, this is just insane. This is just, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
But this one is so, like, I feel like I'm getting a, like, bath bomb ad. Like, some of them feel so outdoors and, like, so, like, alien to, like, what I'm normally seeing. Like, I feel very...
Yeah.
I can understand where this is coming from. You know what I mean? I can see where this is coming from. So that's honestly why I picked this one, because I think that's super refreshing sometimes.
It looks like they put a big thing of glass she's laying on with some pink, like, liquid that she's pressed up on. You could see it on, like, the parts of her skin that are on it, and they just took a picture of that biddy from under probably. But it looks really cool. What's this album called?
Oh, this I for the life of me I could not figure out how to say it. I knew Father John Misty's more, but it was
the name's up there. The name's up there probably for the viewers.
But I believe it's Orchideas. Orchideas.
And this came out this year?
Correct.
Okay.
Definitely orchids. Definitely orchids on this.
Yeah.
Isn't that a flower? Yeah. No, I think it's cool. I mean, I'm still going off of my, perspective that it's got to catch your eye. It definitely does. Because the colors and stuff. And also, she's just, like, naked. Which is definitely going to catch eyes.
Is that plus points for you?
Well, low-key, no. Because it's just, like, too... I don't know. It's too much. Like, whoa, okay.
Too much stimulus.
Like Party Next Door's album cover.
Crazy.
It's just crazy. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's like, if this is up on my phone, someone's going to be like, well, what do you listen to? So, but I do love the colors. I love pastel colors and, like, that red. Similar to the red of the first album. I forgot, Skywalker or something? Mm-hmm. What's the name?
The first, it's Skywater. Skywater.
Skywater. Not Skywalker.
Water, my bad.
Close.
Whoops.
Darn close, man. Darn tootin' close.
But yeah, definitely great colors. I'm gonna give this a 6. I don't listen to her. But I think this is hella iconic if you're a fan of Kali Uchis. Or however you say her name.
This is definitely on brand with Kali's, like, aesthetic and vibe. I could see it. It looks like Kali and it feels like Kali. Yeah. Drew's bath bomb ad description was exactly what I was thinking about. Like, it feels like it's like melting in the tub. I'm gonna go 6 as well. Yeah, it's all right. I like the previous ones a little better, but it's cool.
All right, 6 is Kali.
6 or 7.
6 is Kali. Yeah. This is
What
Carrie King from Hell I Rise. Is one of the premier metal grunge rock oldies. Yeah, I believe came out with this is his actually first solo album. And he's obviously on the older side. And this is what it is. From hell I rise. From hell I rise. How we feeling about this one?
I don't feel very good about this one.
Yeah,
Just like
This elicits very positive emotions for me.
yeah, it definitely. I mean, the cross is upside down. It's got a couple horns up on the dome, and there's probably wings back there. This reminds me of like King Charles's portrait painting. You know, where he's like all red. Sorry, I don't mean to like compare him to the demon. Nothing like that. But like, it's dark. It's dark, bro.
Yeah.
It's dark.
I feel like if I'm feeling some type of way and I want to listen to death metal and grunge or whatever this is, like this is fire and like it definitely elicits many emotions. And you could definitely rock out to something like this. But like it's not really up my alley. So
it's also
I guess
like
it's like cool in that sense, but it's like a 4 and that it's like hellish and there's literally like Satan on the cover, which is like not really my thing. Yeah,
it's very on brand for death metal, like death metal rock, right? It just doesn't. It's just even basic to me. Like if you told me this was I would guess immediately. Not that you have to subvert people's expectations, but I don't get a flavor of what this like the album might be about, or it doesn't make me want to listen specifically because it's just like a demon on the cover of it. You know what I mean? That's from Hell I it's from Hell I Rise. Like, oh, it's a demon. He's got it's everything's predictable. Everything's expected of what I'm looking at. So I'd say
Agreed.
No hate on the music. I'm sure it's great, right? And respect to the artist putting it out. And the artwork itself is cool, but it's a 2.5 from me.
Ooh.
Say if this was a movie, I wouldn't really want to watch it, and that kind of goes along the lines of like I don't really want to listen to it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Like, if I like love death metal, I'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Let me throw a little curveball in here. Oh, y'all gonna see everything. Psych.
Oh, whoa,
Oscar,
whoa.
What was your number for that, Oscar?
That was 4.
Okay.
I like it. 3.5.
I already know who this is.
Yo, this is.
So if you want RC, please intro this one.
Yes. Well, this one, the artist is the Marias, which is like an indie rock band. I don't know the name of the album, but I have listened to songs on it. Submarine, thank you. I've listened to songs on it, and from the music, I feel like this feels. It's like the sound splashed onto what the art of I'm looking at is. It feels very, very soothing, underwater type vibes. I like this album cover a lot. The colors in the back, like you could just, it's very serene. I like the model, like her positioning and like the light on her. It's cool, man. I would definitely maximize the image if I saw that playing. And I love the Marias.
Yeah. Click the.
Yeah, you click on. You want to make. Yeah, you want the big screen.
To make it big.
Yeah, I got my phone on Apple Maps, but I'm gonna put the album cover up. I don't even know where I'm going. I'll fucking make the wrong lane change, whatever. But I like this a lot.
Skirt.
Yeah.
What do you think, Oscar?
I'm with you, bro. This is fire. This is beautiful. That's all I just. I feel like I'd print this out and put it on my wall.
Let me
because
let me ask. Does this bring about any like past ideas for you guys in terms of album covers? Like whenever I see something underwater, unfortunately, I instantly think of Nirvana. Like, did you feel anything like that thinking about or seeing this album cover?
Low-key, yeah. Like, yes. My first thought of anything underwater, especially like a person. Shit, this might be like the grown-up baby from Nirvana. Who knows?
The little baby wiener. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like an ethereal. Like, I feel like that's an iconic thing that Nirvana did, and it's
for
whether
sure.
the Marias stole it or not. It's fire. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
9.
Give it a 9 out of 10.
RC, how are you feeling?
I give it. Oh my God, he stole my 9, but I'm gonna say 9 as well because that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
It's great. It's great.
Double 9s for the Marias.
Yeah, it's real good.
I'm gonna throw another one in here. Get in here, Charlie. Get in here. If it wants to
Oh.
load, if it's there it goes. There it goes. Of course,
Wow.
of course. The album
Is that a
cover.
low res image or is there actual pixel on the word?
I
like
think
the
that's
words?
that's normal.
Okay.
The image actually is supposed to be low res. The album cover is supposed to be low res. It's totally supposed
Yeah,
to
I'm
be like
trying
that.
to wonder if that's intentional.
Let's like this. Just Charli XCX, Brat. I think the song of the year, the song of the moment. I don't even think you can kind of categorize it, like box it in as something that's just for a year. Like the song of the moment, the album of the moment, piece of the moment is Brat.
Yeah.
And I think I even want to like this. This one makes me want to talk about it with just the high neon and then just like the regular font of Brat. And I was actually thinking to myself while I was kind of curating these. I was thinking, wow, like, if kind of analyzing it, my first thought is, like, the reason this is the song and the album of the moment is because it's speaking to the moment, and especially in its album cover, it's saying, I'm plain, I'm kind of being okay with this crazy, disgustingly obscene background, behind me, but I'm just gonna be plain and be on my own, and I'm just the Brat, and kind of the Brat symbolizing with the ugliness, with the ridiculousness that's happening behind you, just doing your best to feel good within that craziness. And I think Brat even symbolizes that kind of like rationale of the mind. But please attack me with this, guys. This is I obviously have so many thoughts.
I think when I think of like simple album covers that have like a text on them, I think of like the White Album by the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not feeling this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think everything you said was beautiful, and I like Charli XCX, but it feels low effort to me. I'm sure a lot of that thought went into it, but what I'm getting as just an observer, I'm like, this is lame. Like, I'm not feeling it. Sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because I never like had a stance on this album or like her movement and stuff, but it was like it was so huge, and there was so much like merch out, and like
It's crazy.
There was such a movement on like TikTok and stuff like that.
There was if I could interject, there actually was kind of a Ibiza and like kind of the whole dance revolution scene kind of like took Brat for like a couple of days, and like Charli had her own thing on, I believe, Elevator or not Elevator or excuse me, forgive me, the DJ. I can never think of the name when I need to, but she had it's a big DJ part. Boiler Room, there it is. Thank you. Had a whole specific boiler room that went on, I believe, for multiple days. So I just want to interject with that, like this kind of was the graphic for the whole movement, as you were saying, Oscar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think as an album cover, like, I'm with you, RC. Like, it's not doing it for me, but like in hindsight, what it stood for and like how much it changed and everything, and like makes it such a good album cover. And that's
fair.
I mean, the first thing off the top of my head was the Nirvana album cover that we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was so legendary, and everyone knows. It's like, oh yeah, the baby like going down for the money or whatever, like in the water. Like, everyone knows that. It's iconic.
Yeah.
And since this was so iconic, I immediately knew what it was. I knew that it was Charli XCX, and that's what makes it a great album cover. So I'm going to give it an 8 just because for what it stands for and what it created, but -2 because it's like, they didn't really try hard on making it aesthetically pleasing, but like that wasn't the goal. So yeah, 8.
This shows me how much like difference in perspective comes with people understanding things versus not, and knowing the artist versus not. And I think as someone that's, I mean, I like Charli XCX. I think I'm talking about like songs from like way back. I don't know her stuff more recently. But yeah, just as from that perspective, I give this cover a 2.
Yeah.
Let's see one more, and I think maybe move on.
Yeah, let's do one. Let's do one more.
Let's go with this one. This is Charli X, Girl with No Face. I just saw this. I don't know who this is. I don't know who they are, who their label is. I don't know where they're from. This is just insane.
Yeah. Bro, it's making me uncomfortable
Definitely.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
But it's so good. It's like
It is.
they did a little production for this.
I like the grain on it. Looks like they took it with like a 70 millimeter, like a vintage
Oh,
film
definitely.
camera.
Yeah, it's fire.
Is that makeup or like did they do special effects to make her face split?
I don't even know, but
Yeah. That's oh my god. It's like it feels like a sleep paralysis demon.
I really like the nose like popping up
Yeah.
outside because it feels like they have to actually like kind of pull their chin back. You know how like you're pulling your chin back to your stomach, to your chest. It feels
Is
like
she-
they're gonna have to
is she-
do that.
Is she pulling
Ugh.
her face open or is she pushing it closed? You know what I mean?
we'll
What's
never
going
know.
on there?
I think
We'll
you
never
gotta
know.
listen.
We'll never know. Wait, say the artist and the album title again, please.
Charli X, and this is Girl with No Face.
Girl, okay, right. Girl with no face.
Girl with No Face.
Hmm.
Let's see numbers. Let's see numbers for this one.
Definitely symbolic. Girl with no face. I mean, like, see a face, but maybe she has no face because she's covering it up with a mask, or who knows?
Maybe that is the mask. You know what I mean?
Maybe she's unveiling her true face. Maybe she's closing it up.
Yeah.
Philosophizing.
I give it a
right
s-
now, she's.
I get it a 7. I like it.
I like it just because it's a good photo. Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah.
Alright,
Boom.
Done. Let me get one more. Let's go
Alright,
Sexy
one
Red.
more, let's
Sexy Red. Quick. Fast one. Sexy Red. How we feeling?
Oh my god.
Oh!
10.
She's the dollar. She's the $4,500. And Sexy We Trust. I think it's really iconic. I think this screams Sexy Red like vibe wise. I'm gonna give it a 9.
In Sexy We Trust.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you very much, Sexy
like
Red. And that
Yeah.
concludes my time. That concludes my time, ladies and gentlemen.
Great.
How about
Thank
that?
you. Thank you for showing us that, Drew. That was awesome. Beautiful segment.
Beautiful.
That was sick.
All right. We got one more segment today, the Triple Take Podcast.
Give it to us.
We're going to move on to media of the moment.
Ooh.
So, we all thought before this podcast about one piece of media, whether it's a song, movie, dance, ball player, whatever, that we chose for our media of the moment. What we're vibing with, what we're jiving with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lead us off. I have 2 today. One's more obscure and one you probably know of. Number 1, my media of the moment is this like game show that posts on YouTube and this like weird website Nebula that you need a subscription to watch, so I just watched it on YouTube. It's called Jet Lag. It's like this cool game. There's 3 guys and they play these game modes that involve travel. So, for example, one of their games is tag, but they're doing it like starting right in the middle of Europe. And they have they have 3 places where they're going to, one each. So one's going like northeast to like whatever, Eastern
Yeah.
Europe,
Yeah.
west to like towards the UK, if that makes sense, and then south like down to the boot of Italy.
Okay.
Talia.
So they're racing for like 1,000 miles or however long it is.
Like
And
who
so
gets
they
to
said-
which destination the fastest?
Yeah, fastest, or if like they don't make it there, like whoever makes it the farthest, if that makes sense. So they have 45 minutes to head start, and then they just like get on trains or planes or whatever it is, and they just try to make it, and then the two others are like chasing them, and then once they get tagged, and it switches to the next person, and they run over there. It was so fun. I'm locked in. They have like 11 seasons of stuff.
Damn.
Other games, not just tag. They have like capture the flag.
Yeah.
But it's such a good time. So I recommend that for you. My second is, of course, Harry Potter. I'm about to watch the movies from 1 to 8 or 8 point part 2, whatever the hell
Yeah,
it is.
1 through 8.
I've
1
never-
through 8.
I've never watched it before, so I just started it. Actually,
Oh,
on the
sick.
plane back from Thanksgiving. Funny story about that, actually.
Yeah.
I was watching the first one, Sorcerer's Stone, and it was good, but I was a little tuckered out, so I was like nodding off, right?
Yeah.
And like in my dream, I was either like playing Quidditch, it might have been basketball, but I was playing basketball in my dream, and like I went up for a rebound and like did this, like in real life, just in my seat, and then was like looking around. And
Yeah.
like, people were just like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Have
So
you
I hit play on
read
Harry
the
Potter
books?
again. I read like 3 books.
Okay.
3.5. I remember I was on the 3rd book and I just stopped and I was like 9 or whatever.
Yeah, it's some good
Went
fiction.
to go
man.
play on my Kindle Fire or something. Damn.
Oh man, deep cut.
There.
But yeah.
That shit.
But yeah, those are my mediums of the moment, or mediums, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Jet lag, Harry Potter, fire.
Bet.
Drew, what you got? What you got for your media of the moment?
Considering how I just talked about Brat for 15 minutes straight during that session where I wasn't supposed to be talking, let's go with Brat. Obviously, just you could just clip in everything I said from there and clip it right here, right?
Right, yeah, I got you.
Just I honestly like the ethos of it. I'm getting super duper fan. Like, I think something that you guys, both of you, said was I feel like it was low effort. That with the actual low res of it, the actual look of it, how it kind of was just like slapped. Like it's like if you think of like graffiti. So graffiti is this super duper form of expression, and it's so individual to like that one person and how they're drawing and when things in their brain, and how like they can just like paint over it, you know, or like I feel like that's kind of what Brat was doing and saying like, but the expression is the painting over it and then slapping it somewhere, you know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be low res, and the low effort is supposed to show you that this is not appealing to kind of everyone. Like I think Brat, and even in Charli's words, Brat is super hyper focused on serving her fan base and her community, and from that it exploded. And I think like again with it being the media of the moment is that's where the industry was going. That's where streaming is going. That's where subscription services are going, right? Like if you hyper serve and you can charge $50 and you know for sure 85% of people are going to buy it at this higher price, that's going to be your model, you know, generally I feel like. And I think Charli did that, and I think because she did that, she was rewarded with it. Like she was very rewarded by the gods or by whoever or whatever. Maybe just hit the pan at the right time. The oil was hot and hit the pan at the right time, right? But I think when you've been doing it for as long as Charli XCX has, as to RC's point, like you learn some mystic things, man, and it turned into a fire. It's crazy.
Yeah, she made a movement with that. That was
damn, bro. I'm so outside of this whole thing that I need to go listen now. I want to like learn about it now because it seems to have impacted you and a lot of people like heavily. So that's really dope. That's cool.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm sorry. On top of that, I think that's what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to serve its consumer base so much. It's supposed to they're greedy. Like us fans are greedy from it, and then everyone else can see, whoa, like these guys are getting fed. You know, my favorite artist hasn't dropped the I don't have like any of these things, but when you serving your consumer base, people see that now, and they're like, let me see what's going on over here.
Right. Damn, bro. That's cool. That's a great media at the moment. Do you have another one, or are you chilling?
I'm tapped.
He's tapped. He finished. What a way to end on that one. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have 2. First one I'm gonna go is music. The album Chromakopia by Tyler the Creator was amazing. I loved it. I've been listening repeat like ever since it came out. I think about Kanye West said, I don't know where it was from, but he told me he's like
he told RC met Kanye.
He told
confirmed.
what I heard from him was, if you're a fan of my music, you're not a fan of me, but you're a fan of yourself. And I feel like Kanye's music has messages that speak to people in their own, like, and people can apply it to themselves. And I so much feel that vibe from this new album from Tyler and his other music. But like each song I listen to, I like put myself, he's like speaking from my soul. He's like, you know what I mean? I think it's magical.
From your soul.
And
from yours?
yeah, like I relate so much to the song, like what the messages in his songs. And I feel like that's why I can listen to it so much without getting tired. It's like I'm not listening to what he has to say. He's singing what I want to say, right? So I love it so much for that. That's Chromacopia.
Nice.
And then my second media of the moment was probably the movie Dune 2. Bro, that movie was insane, man. Like the production quality, the script, the cast, like I didn't know much about Dune until brother Drew right here put me on last year. Because he was such a fan, and I know Oscar's a fan too. But watching, knowing that, and watching Dune 2 and like learning all the lore, and how like the book, I learned all that, like how the books came. It's literally like our generation's Star Wars, because Star Wars now is ass. But when you imagine like back in the 70s and 80s when it came out, it's revolutionary. And I know Dune is a remake because they made it like in the 80s. But Dune 2 has magic, man. And like it's so good. Like I bought the Steel book. I'm so addicted to that movie. So yeah, nice. Dune 2 is 2024's Lisan Al Gaib. Like this shit is so good.
That had a moment.
Those are my two.
That really, Lisan Al, like the yelling of that had a moment.
Everyone, it's all over social media. Like, you know, everywhere, bro. Like it was insane. It's just. It was amazing. I can't wait for Dune Messiah, however long that takes to come out, but I'll wait.
Now, I'm going to ask
I'll wait as long as I got to.
In response to the Chromakopia being, you know, a really important piece of media for you, do you feel that way about other Tyler albums or songs or phases, or it's really this one that's really speaking to you?
I think it's this one. I've listened to other songs, and I know Tyler. But I think this is the first album that's come out where I was genuinely a Tyler fan. I think when it came out in the past, I just wasn't put on to Tyler as much. So it was like, oh, this song's cool. Oh, this song's cool. Yeah. But like, I went start to finish on the album, and I was floating. Bro. It was very good.
Yes,
it spoke to me.
I actually feel that way, but I coming out of it though, because. Like I loved Tyler in like Odd Future Wolfgang days, and just like because the edginess of that. Like I have a story. I went to Zoomies, and I bought the Huff socks. HUF.
Ooh.
If anyone knows what Huff socks are, they're weed leaves on socks. That's what the Huff socks were back in maybe 2008, 2011, and 2011. Yeah, and. My mom bought them for me, and then I come home, my dad sees, he's like, what the fuck? Why do you have weed socks? Why do you have weed on your socks?
The devil's lettuce?
This man, like, picked me up by the collar. I was like, young man. Right? And then I'm like, I don't even know what this is. I saw Tyler and them do it. Record scratch. You know what I mean? And it's like... I had that exact same feeling with Cherry Bomb. The one that the exact same feeling of like it's speaking to me. Cherry Bomb was like, you hear Death Camp. Like Death Camp is as soon you put the headphones on, you play it, dun, and it's like it hits and that guitar riff just goes and you're like I'm in. Man. It's like you're in Mad Max. You're in like a Mad Max film. Like you're just strapping your goggles on and you're like, all right, let's go. And I feel like that's
fucking
so
ride.
Spoke to me. Like when Cherry Bomb came out in like 2015 or 2013, or 2015, 2016. Like at that time, I'm just was like, and it's such a beautiful thing to like to have that, especially with an artist. And I think Tyler does that. That's something he's so great at, is like putting his whole self into the artistry. You know, so.
Preach.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's episode of Triple Take. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you two enjoyed. I had fun today.
I had a lot of fun.
It was good. I really enjoyed talking about the Spotify Wraps, and I really enjoyed hearing that I have the best music taste out of anyone should take. I love that.
You got the most diverse. Yeah. Thank you for making the album covers, curating that shit. That was dope, man. And I'm gonna go listen to a lot of those albums too. I want to learn more about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has a good one. And as always, listen to Triple Take.
Listen to Triple Take.
Peace!